that was certainly quite an effort. That had been soaking, a little wedge nut had been soaking inside the fork tube, for the head tube, whatever you want to call it, for quite a while. And, but finally got it out. But that's not what's happening today. Today, I want to take apart the front wheel because I want to make sure that those powder-coated rims that I have definitely are the same size. That's what's happening on this episode of Featherstone Bicycles. Powder-coated rims are not the same size. They are probably, I did notice when I was taking the spokes off of this one that was on our project bike. Let's see, yep. Schwinn Tubular S7 is on there, and these again were off a 5-year-old earlier bike. It was a 1960 Spitfire, and they're smaller. So that's the bad news. Probably they're, I think what was called maybe an S5, because I'm pretty sure that these S7s are also the same, or tires fit these that are also S6. Anyway, the upshot is I'm not going to be able to use, well, I could use these rims, but I'd have to put different tires on it. So this is where I have a little bit of a quandary, because remember I told you back when I was taking the bike apart, the tires were in really good shape. However, they're newer tires. They're, I think I said they're Kendas. Yeah, they are Kendas. So these fit that rim. They're 26 and 1 3/4 and would probably be for an S7 rim. But what I do have, so the good news is that I found I have some original, fairly new old stock Schwinn Westwind 26 by 1 3/4 to fit S7 Schwinn tubular rim. So I've got the right tires with the, you know, the what they call the brick pattern tread for these rims that were the original rims on the Hollywood bike, our project bike. And I've got 2 of them. So while I don't have the right rims, I do have the right tires, which were not on these rims. Hope everyone's following along with me here. So I think what I'm going to have to do, since I'm going to be doing some primer work anyway, I'm just going to rough up these rims, and I'm just going to, you know, to get the, I'm going to sand them to get the rust off of there, and then I'm just going to use some primer on them, and I'm going to repaint them white, just like I am the whole bike, and then put the decals on them. So it's a trade-off, but it's one that I'm going to have to do. So this is going to be a little bit different than what I usually do, or what you're used to seeing me do on these rims. I mean, I'm still going to use the drill, cordless drill with the brass wire wheel on it. And instead of obviously getting all the rust off the chrome, I'm just going to get the rust off the paint, and we're going to see what happens. Spokes are in really good shape, so I just ran a little steel wool over them while they were in the water there in the utility tub. But I am gonna hit the wire wheel up on the ends, and just to get a little bit more of that grime, and there is some rust on those tips. Next step is to take the front axle hub apart and get it ready for cleaning. It's got two little washers, little meaning diameter, littler than the other ones that are next to it, a little bit thicker as well. And then we've got the cone nuts and lock nuts, 13s. Yep. And then the lock nut is 15. Get that out. Get the cone nut out. We'll see if we've got loose ball bearings or cages. I can see we have cages. So a little bit more effort in the cleaning process there. And they go in open side down. And there you have it. Now we'll take the, I'm going to take a picture of this, and then I'm going to take the ball bearings out of the cages and get them ready for cleaning. I got the ball bearings out of the cages and put both in this little cup here with solvent. I'm going to let that sit for at least a few days. Because as I've said before in seasons past, the inside of the cages is usually really caked on grease, especially a bike this old. So let that soak in there and loosen things up a little bit. Meanwhile, I'll take care of the rest of these parts. use a little bit of steel wool on the actual hub. I used to put these on the wire wheel, but unless there's a lot of rust, it ends up being double the work because you then have to use the steel wool to get the shine back, because the wire wheel will dull it up a little bit, whereas the steel wool brings out the shine. There's a little bit of rust there, but steel wool will take care of that. All right, that looks good. So now we can put everything back together. We can't, because I don't have the bearing cages. So that's going to have to wait. So I guess we'll have to do that next time. Thanks for sticking with me, and I hope to see you next time on Featherstone Bicycles.